Hello y'all, Sika here, and this is my next update of Dragon's Blog, where I tell you about things, and hopefully they are interesting. As for the 3D dragon transformation that I've been working on, I have decided to put it on hold just for this month because I really wanted to do Oct-transfer, and I also had a couple commissions that I needed to finish. So you'll probably see me start it again in November. My current major project that I'm working on is called Oct-transfer, which I've been doing all this month. What Oct-transfer is that every day I draw a transformation based on the prompt. And that's about it. It's pretty free and open. There's a lot of wiggle room to draw pretty much whatever you want. First one is Loop, and it's my character Alex. He transformed into an Ouroboros, which is a creature that endlessly eats its tail forever. It's mostly a symbol for infinity. Second one is Video. I did it for Vector Dragon. It's his Kaju character, Vectorzilla, and he's turning into his Zilla monster via videotape. And then I added a CRT effect to emphasize the video part of it. Third was Myth, which I did for Calamante. Forgive me if I butchered her name. And it is a Noodletar transformation, which fits the Myth theme well. Fourth is Fluid, which I did Alex again, turning into some sort of liquid dragon creature. I did this when I was camping, so I was kind of limited in my time or how much I could put in it. But I think the liquid effects need a little more work, but I think it came out okay. Fifth is Flight, and it's my character Alex again. I tried to emphasize the wings. So he has like bajillion wings all over his body. I also did this in front of a campfire. First I drew it on my Rocketbook, and then I scanned it and then put it into one of my paint programs on my tablet. I forgot which one. 6 is Tail, and it's a kangaroo tail explosion transformation. Forgive me if I butcher her name, Pyro Chic. This one was a lot of fun. I actually created a reference 3D model as a reference so I could get a more extreme angle, and I think it came out good. 7 is Memory, and this is also Alex, but the idea is that he's now 2,000 years old, and he's remembering the past when he transformed into a dragon. But the picture is not totally clear, so he sees silhouettes of his human form, but doesn't quite remember what it looked like. And then he also reminisces on his family and friends that have passed away eons ago. And then I assumed he might have like a dragon daughter or something, and maybe their relation is kind of turbulent, so he hasn't seen her in a long time. That was the idea for the picture. Number 8 is Unaware, and it's Alex again. He's turned into his dragon Tar 4, but not quite. He's still mostly human, so he's more of a dragon centaur. I bet you can't guess what model I used. So I skipped Fall, and then next is Taste, which was commissioned by Level 5 Virus. And the idea is that the noodles that he's eating are so addictive that it's turning him into a dragon. But his neck is growing, despite his neck growing, and the immense heat of the noodles, he just can't stop eating it. And the more he eats, the more he turns into a dragon. He's even now trying to use his wings to cool him down, but with no success, but he can't stop eating. His neck has already gotten almost to where it needs to be, and it was a cool concept, and unfortunately, because it required more drawing of objects, I wasn't able to do my airbrush shading to it. And the final one I've done so far is Experiment. And the idea is the guy is a mad scientist type. Oh, I did it for Octavinator, and he's a mad scientist type. Then he created a potion to turn him into a noodle dragon. It succeeded, but unfortunately for him, it was a tiny noodle dragon. But it's oh so cute. And that's all I have so far. In a couple weeks, I'll update you with the remaining ones. So, during a sale, I was able to get 3 PS5 games for the price of 1. I want to stream one of these for you guys. I have Control, System Shock 2, and Liza P, which I constantly want to call Liza Pie for some reason. Let me know which one you'd want to watch me play all the way through. I've gotten back into sketching thanks to a really interesting reusable notepad called Rocketbook. It allows you to draw on almost this type of plastic paper, and then you can actually use water to wipe it off and clean it out. So this makes it great for like prototyping and doing variations and adjustments to a concept and idea. I wouldn't want to do a full finished drawing on it because it's still drawn on plastic and it kind of smudges. But it is useful for doing sketches on the go, and it feels much more fluid than using my tablet. Game-wise, I haven't been playing too much. The most I've been playing is UFO 50's Divers, which is an interesting hybrid of Echo the Dolphin and a turn-based strategy game. The combat itself is oversimplified, but the actual swimming mechanics as you explore the semi-open world that's kind of gate-locked with key items and switches. It's really well done and can be sometimes rather tense, especially if you're trying to explore an area where the enemies are too strong. I really enjoy this game. I plan on trying to finish the UFO 50's 3 main RPGs, being this game Divers, then the second dungeon crawler named Valbrance, and then finally I'll be finishing the Final Fantasy-ish RPG Grindstone. So that is my plan for the future with UFO 50. Featured artist for this month is Taitora. He's a transformation artist that I've been following for quite some time. He does some really unique sequences, and he does, I really like his cartoon anime hybrid art style. You should check him out. I'll try to put a link below. I also want to do a shout out and thank you to 3 members of my Discord and friends: WinterScout, Mr. Cow, and Napoleon the Pink Dragon. Also want to give a shout out to Kainik, a transformation artist that also streams regularly. You should check out his stuff on Twitch. I also want to give a quick shout out and thank you to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me in this journey. This is an interesting game. I wonder how the camera... What's the... Wonder how the combat is. Is it over?